guys? Today we're doing a little bit of a deviation from my standard car reviews. This is Tu here. He's the owner of Yellow Auto Sports out there in Minnesota, serving the Twin Cities, Minneapolis, St. Paul. He's also a recent NSX owner. He just bought a 93 Formula Red a few months ago. Today we're going to actually be doing a paint correction, ceramic coating on my car, as well as window tinting. As you can see, the tinting's already done. He was here for what, like 6 hours or so yesterday?
Yeah, yesterday we did about 6 hours, and the first thing I did is actually wash the whole car, and then deconned it using clay bar, removing a bunch of the contaminants on the surface, and then we get it all taped up. Before I went into that, I wanted to get the tint done, so we actually did ceramic on the two side windows, which 50% is what we went with. It's actually pretty nice, as you can see. Like,
yeah, I'll show you guys some B-roll, but it's like just subtle enough to where you can tell it's tinted, but it's not like...
Yeah, and people can see you inside, that's kind of nice. And I always say, like, if the tint's a little bit lighter at night, it makes the driving easier too, because some people don't consider that. It's nice to have lighter tint at night, and it still gives you the 99% UV rejection, which is what I think film is really good for.
Yep.
So we did that, and then yesterday we did a lot of the paint correction, which was buffing, polishing.
Now he's kind of taping off
all the rubber.
Yep, all the rubber.
Plastic seals. Just so I don't get too much compounded product on them, basically.
Right, so the next step is going to be the paint correction. And as you explained, you tend to start with one area, make sure it looks perfect, and use that as a baseline for all the rest of the car, right?
So, yeah, exactly. So the way I do it is, it's always nice to have just a system in place. It saves you time, and it just makes sure that you have a good result. So you'll do, for example, just like a little 2x2 section. And then you can just work on that section, take your time and do about 20 to 30 minutes on that until you find the right result. And then at that point you can just tackle the whole car. So it's going to save you the time. Obviously you have to do final inspections at the end, but if you take the initial prep time to just make sure it's done right, you'll be able to kind of fly through the process afterwards. They just finished the rear end, I've got the front bumper left, and after that we'll have a process where I have to remove all the buffing compound out.
Just with isopropyl alcohol?
Yep, just with the diluted isopropyl alcohol, we'll remove any remaining compound on the car, which will give us a nice clean surface that's neutral to start with. And then from there we'll just coat it. So then it's just coating the whole paint, and that'll take maybe an hour or two to coat. 90% of the work in a ceramic coating, which a lot of people don't realize, and you know, there's ceramic coating kits that you can buy at home and stuff like that, but the real process that really comes in and makes the make or break, in my opinion, is the actual time you put in, like buffing, polishing, looking at what you did, doing it over and over and over again until you find that right result.
So basically, if you ceramic coat a car where the paint correction wasn't done with enough attention, then you're going to lock in that look of the car. It's not exactly as good as you want.
Exactly. So the coating is you're essentially encapsulating whatever the surface you have there. So yeah, you could go probably buy like consumer grade coating and just slap it on your car. But that would defeat the purpose of it protecting your car. You want to make sure you at least get the best possible surface and then coat it. That way you get the best result.
Okay, so this is the unpaint corrected side. It hasn't been touched, just washed. Lots of swirl marks, imperfections in the paint. Not too many like super deep scratches, but you can just tell it's seen better days. And this is the paint corrected side. No swirl marks. There's a lot more just pop overall. It just looks almost like new paint. So just to go through some of the supplies that we use, like for the initial wash, like really all you did is, we used just whatever I had laying around the garage. So just like some basic McGuire's car wash, microfiber mitts, washed it down. And then when you actually started doing the paint correction, you just use a clay bar. So is there any specific type of clay bar that you like really recommend, or is it
so the clay magic is one way, and this is what they've seen there is the bar. It also comes in like a mitt or in like a towel. This is kind of more like the old school traditional way of cleaning a car, but I like using this method just because I can, and this one's nice because it's white, so I can actually see, like physically see what I'm picking up, which is nice. It just confirms with me that we're actually grabbing something. So in the case of your car, it was pretty clean. It wasn't too much to pick up.
Yeah, so what kind of actual coating do you use?
We kind of researched all around the country who had like a really good coating, which shops had really good coatings, and I actually went out to Atlanta to train with G Technique. This is called Crystal Serum Ultra. It's a 9-year ceramic coating which will apply here shortly. But yeah, this is the coating that we use, and it's pretty well known. These guys are pretty on top of their game. So this one is only a authorized user installer only. Yeah, so you cannot buy this one from G-Technique if you're not a authorized user, which for that is the reason why I went to Atlanta to get authorized. But there are some consumer grades like the C1 and Mr. Serum Light, which you can buy from G-Technique. So there is some consumer grade ones. This one's just, it hardens a lot better.
And I guess the last thing is some of the power tools that you're using.
Yep. Yeah, so the ones that I brought 2 of them. When I travel like this, since I come all the way from the Midwest, is I need to bring exactly what I'm going to need. And so there's a ton of different sizes of tools, but generally I feel I can get by with the Rupes, which is a 21. This is their largest size one, and I have a smaller size one because with the NSX or like exotic cars, a lot of those, they have kind of crazier angles. Yeah, crazier angles. Yeah. Here I brought a whole bag of different pads. These are anything from cutting pads to actual polishing pads. Okay. And I like to bring a variety. Reason being is you never know what the car's going to give you. If you only brought one set, that might not be the right set. And a lot of these tools, a lot of these products are only bought through detailing shops online, so you'd be really kind of screwing yourself if you didn't get what you needed. All right, guys, so we're all done with the ceramic coating. It's been a total of almost 10 hours. Yeah, it's 3 o'clock now on day 2. So yeah. And the car looks absolutely fantastic. I'll show you guys some B-roll of just, running my finger along the paint now. It's crazy. It's so smooth. There's like almost zero resistance. The biggest difference I can say is the black roof. What it used to look like 24 hours ago versus what it looks like now, it's like a night and day difference. Alright, so I'm sure you guys learned a lot. I know I definitely did. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment. I will link your Instagram and your website in the description. So if you guys, honestly, Tu did an absolutely fantastic job on this car. Like you said, he's willing to travel out here every now and then. So if you're interested in the Bay Area, SoCal, anywhere, just hit him up. And yeah, we'll see you next one. All right, thanks.